it feels so cold inside my heart tonight. Be my man is what she said. It's not just the wind that's moving around tonight, but quick and clean don't make it right.
Righto, start of the day. We're as pleased to see you as you are to see us. We haven't been out for 5 weeks.
It's been way too long.
Yeah, it's been a long time, man. So we hugged it out in one of those sort of bro hugs where you keep your genitals well back. Now we're going for a bit of a walk in because these big trees, since we had the windstorm, are holding us off the track that we wanted to go in. So you can't drive in. But it's a plus for us as well because further up where we've parked, there's a little diggings, and I saw a few digs around it, but no one can get in here. And this is an obscure area. I've been in here 2 or 3 times, but each time I've come in, there's been nothing disturbed, nothing moved at all. In fact, one time I picked up a few little relics, and I sat them up on the side of the track as a test, and they were still sitting there probably a year later when I came in.
Wow.
So no one goes in
still
here.
there.
Yeah, well, they may even still be there, Ant. So we, no, I'll clean them up myself. So we're going to walk in. I've already copped one reprimand off Ant this morning for not wearing my t-shirt.
Unbelievable.
But I wanted the long sleeves.
We'll have to get some long sleeves now.
Ant's got good news about our merchandise.
Yep.
But enough said. Ant, get over this log, get over the next 10 logs, walk in and we'll get into it, mate.
Yep. Let's get into it.
All right,
I
Ant.
can't wait.
Good luck, fella.
Good luck, buddy.
Me neither.
Happy New Year. First hunt for 2023.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Let's do it, mate.
Well, strangely, this area, I read a few of the notes on it. January 1861 was when it was opened up. And it said patches of rich gravels, which it's small gold. If you're with us today, you're not going to get the life-changing bit. But I've been in here and got a lot of small, so that's what we're on. We're on the small gold. And we're trying for the certainty. You know, it's no good filming us all day and then saying, yeah, we prospected all day and we tried, but we didn't find anything. We want to try and find something to show you. So that's why we're in here.
Let's do it.
Come on, Ant. Stop your stuffing around. Right, our Ant and I have walked in. I just want to quickly show you what we're trying to do. We're on these collars and all this dirt here has come out of that shaft. And in this particular area we're in, further down below us is all gravelly shallow ground. And they've followed the ground up. And then when they've got to here, it's been overladen with dirt, so they've had to sink to get onto the same ground. But this sort of stone, which is sort of compacted stone, that's where you'll get a little bit in that, or free gold, because when they've sunk down, then they'll have cut through, sometimes they'll cut through a layer of gravel, throw that out, they think they're not on the bottom. So these heaps got lots of throwouts. Normally when you're doing collars like this, you're the last bloke on it and you can't do much good. But in here, because it's locked out and because it's an area that's further away from the natural diggings that where everyone knows, there's a lot more opportunity. So Ant, you and I will try and squeeze out a bit.
That's it, fingers crossed, mate.
I'm knocked up, you knocked up?
Oh yeah.
We'll work it out. We're out of condition.
I know, jeez. Does that to you?
Righto, if you're with us, good luck. We'll see how we go.
Do it, mate.
Get into it, Ant. Right, our Ant's beat me at my own game. We were here about a minute. I went left, Ant went right. I was concentrating on a little bit of ground. Ant said, yeah, got a signal. So we're keen to film a few. So this is the ground that he's in. He's taken a pivot off the top. He said it didn't sound like anything for a start. I was a bit worried it was ground noise because it's pretty dirty and there's a little bit of burnt stuff here as well. See a little bit of burnt ground there. But if you can turn it into a signal, it's a good spot to be. There's a little gully there. All this ground has been thrown out of it. Well, mate, you start digging.
Yep.
I'd like to tell you we're in a lovely bit of bush, but it's scrubby old country that we're in. It's not further down and near the creek. It's a lot better. But
at least the weather's nice.
Oh, it's all right,
it's a
mate.
Beautiful day at the moment.
Oh yeah.
It's about 20 degrees, sun shining.
Oh, beats the hell out of work, that's for sure. Oh, now I'm all right.
Now she's singing.
Yeah, I'm on board too. Yeah. That's the first time that I was completely convinced it wouldn't disappear. That's a good bit of detector, mate, because I've been through here.
As I said, you know, I wasn't actually going to dig it. Like it was a very faint signal, and
Yep.
then it kind of caught my eye, and I thought, oh, well, let's just see what happens.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but it's reassuring to know that there are signals here. There's plenty further down where the activity, where they were living in that, because that's where we're going to have a, well, that's where we're going to try and grab a relic.
Yeah.
So, Anne will be off to flyer here.
That'll be a record for me.
It'll be a bloody record for anyone, mate. Yeah.
Bloody
A record for
there.
anyone. We walked in, as I said before, and the last little bit's a fairly steep pinch,
Yeah.
but we're up on a crest, and then we've got to walk down the other side to where the gravel was. That's why this is a riser, because he's out, mate, is he?
Yep.
Jesus,
She's out.
Shit, cameraman. All you ladies and gentlemen are going to say, Glenn, keep your mind on it. It's early in the day.
That's it.
It can only improve. I'll get in a bit closer. I did concentrate on having a rest and... What, do you think you saw something? Yeah. Yeah. Once we get a little bit, it'll settle us down.
That's it. It's always that first bit.
Well done to Jackie Drysdale. Jackie Drysdale sent us a message and said she was missing us. Not necessarily us, but missing our videos, which was great to know. So good on you, Jackie. Thanks for that. Ant's excited.
In this hand.
What can you see, mate?
I can see. Oh, damn it. I think it's this.
Yeah, tell it. Hold him up, mate.
And it's not the right colour, no. It's just
Never mind. It was quick result.
Rust nugget.
There he is, but at a bit of depth. You know, I know people have shied away from the 5000s, but they'll still do the job,
Yep.
especially with these boosters on or external speakers on. If you haven't got one, and I'm not the salesman for them, but if you haven't got one, they're well worth getting one.
We love them.
Righto, Ant. Thumbs down, mate.
Next
First one for 2023.
Yeah.
Here we go, Glenn.
Righto, Ant. I learned from your lesson. I was over here detecting. I'm right on the edge of the gully where they worked up, and the shallow ground is at the bottom of that gully. They've worked up, and as they've come up deeper and deeper, they've had to throw the dirt out of the gully off the sides to get to the bottom they wanted to get. And here is a big pile of dirt. It's hard to see now, but it's actually came out of the gully, out of the edge of the gully. Got a signal in the black dirt, wasn't thrilled, took the black dirt off.
That sounds a lot better.
Sounds a lot better. And the detectors today, must be the weather conditions and the fact that we're so far away from civilizations, they're running as smooth as anything.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
Yeah, they're bloody, they're really running well. So gives you a chance on the smalls. See that black soil, that'll give you a bit of a rise in your ground balance. I'm 50-50 on him.
Yeah, kind of
He's sort of
almost wanted to blank out, didn't
yeah, it did. But we've been caught before with the little flat bits with
Yeah,
these boosters.
it? Ooh, that's good.
That's a bit better.
That's really
a
good.
bit better. That's a bit better.
Confidence just went up.
Yeah, yeah.
Didn't blank you out.
And the ground, I'm loving the ground that's in.
Yep,
Yeah, it's nice and clean and gravelly. You can hear the gravel underneath them.
yep,
I'm loving where it is.
yep.
Right, Ant. Oh, first go.
Man, could this be our first nugget for 2023?
Still in there, mate.
Yep. I like how you got your hand in front of my face so I can't see you.
Oh, well, and I was supposed to put stickers on my coil as well.
We
I forgot.
were. We got some stickers,
Yeah.
some new circle ones. Oh,
Right,
on
mate.
the oil.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
You know I was holding you out from that.
I did. Come on.
Hey, well spotted. just before he bobbed up, I saw a little tiny bit of red stuff look like rust.
Did you?
I thought, oh shit. There he is.
Well done, Glenn. First bit for 2023.
Thumbs up, mate.
Thumbs up.
We'll go to the 2023 handshake.
Yes,
Good
well
on you,
done.
mate. Good work.
Kiss a geezer.
Oh yeah, no worries, I ran up the canister. I should have got my phone in my pocket. Will you mind bagging that?
Yep. I reckon we're going to be a half grammer here at least, mate.
Well, that'll be good news. That's a good
It's got
start.
it's got an interesting little flick on it, a little bend.
We've got a,
It's a nice little bit.
Ant's got well, it would be Relic just around the corner here. I just called out to him and Ant said I'll come over. So we'll go back and film that. Mate,
Fingers crossed.
bag that will you please?
Yeah, we'll do. All right, let's see
Right.
what I can pull up.
Thanks, Ant.
Well done, buddy.
Yeah, good work.
Good work.
Right, our Ant's got a signal here in this sort of snaky grass. And I shouldn't mention snakes, Ant. Ant will step high the next time a stick rolls under his foot.
Already on edge.
So we're going to dig it. I'm pretty confident it's not gold, even though it sounds non-ferrous, because it's simply too big for this area. But definitely non-ferrous, don't you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Non-ferrous.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it might be a
it's
bullet
not
shell, but it'd
gold.
be nice if it turns into a coin or something like that.
Yeah. Or a token.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, remember that was only our last trip out, was it? That
It was,
Van
yeah.
Diemen State?
Van Diemen
Yeah.
State.
That was a slasher.
It was, wasn't it?
And one of our old mates, Sue Fanos, Tasmanian, she'd been over there to Tasmania, was it?
Newtown?
Newtown, yeah, to Newtown. So she was right across it. At least he's not on the surface, mate. I'll get in a bit closer.
If it's into this.
Yeah, if it is into that, if it's
I'll
into
be
that
happy.
surface, we can discount a shell, I reckon.
Yep.
Just inside me, mate. It was also our last trip out where Ant dug those two silvers back to back.
Yeah, true.
So
Oh, the ground is definitely not as soft as it was last trip,
no, it
is
is
it?
not. No. We enjoy the relics. When I first started detecting, we used to turn our nose up at the relics, but now I've got a much better grasp of history, and I enjoy the relics. So
Yeah, I love the relics.
yeah, they give you a bit of an idea what was going on, and because Australia got a short white history, things that are 200-year-old excite us. If you get over in Europe, you know, anything less than practically 2,000-year-old, they won't get out of bed for it. But we like the relics. We like to think, goodness knows how Ant would have gone out in goldfield times, bend over like that in his shorts. He'd probably fit it in some way or another.
Oh, Glenn.
Well, mate.
Right, let's see what
I'll
we
tell
got.
you, if it's in that hole, I'll bloody give you a hand to dig it. I reckon it's just to the right of that hole, isn't it?
On the side.
I reckon, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to dig any deeper.
No.
I'm going to dig my hole a bit,
Yeah, that's
bit
right,
wider.
mate. Yeah. So, there you go, ladies. Feast your eyes on that.
Oh, Glenn. Luckily, I've got editing capabilities.
Oh, shit, don't cut that out. That's our highlight of our day. Yeah. Got him on the move, mate.
Yep.
Rightio.
Let's see what we got.
Let's see what we got. At least we're getting a few targets.
Yeah.
How long do you remember here? 20 minutes?
Yeah,
Struggling to do 20 minutes probably,
yeah,
yeah.
max.
So we're getting a few targets. Staying in your hand, isn't it?
I think it's just that piece of
What is it, mate?
metal, I think. It's just that. Got a nice,
Bit of zinc or something, is it?
yeah.
Zinc metal. digging right up near the lens here, mate.
Just a piece of metal.
Oh well. Nevertheless.
Nevertheless, another target.
Yeah, good work, mate. Well,
Next one.
I'll put thumb sideways for that one. Because we use the double D coils, we've got a fair idea when we're digging something that's non-ferrous, especially if it's a bit bigger. So Ant was on one side of the gully and I was on the other. And whenever I call out to Ant, he can be 2 kilometres away. I say, come over and film this with your mate. And he said, no worries. And he'd be straight up. I was about 50 metres away on the other side of the gully and Ant said, I've got a signal here that's non-ferrous. I said, do you want me to film it? And he said, oh. I said, all right, then I won't bother. So, anyhow, show us what you found for a start, mate.
Well, I've got this beauty, a nice little suspender buckle.
Very nice. Turn him over, fella, and make him move.
So it's complete, which is great. She might put that on my suspenders for the next party.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's what we missed out on.
That's who we didn't
That
have
came
a
out of that hole right there. I've just filled it in.
live dig.
Literally right there. And then I turned around and I found this.
Picked up that.
Nice little old beer bottle.
Yeah, top of a black glass beer,
yeah,
probably
black glass.
well, 1840s thereabouts or slightly forward, but yeah,
Do
too right,
one right now,
one
I'll
too.
tell you. Yeah.
So,
And then
go on,
underneath, I was just going to say, just straight underneath that beer bottle, I got another signal. And this time,
non-ferrous one.
yep, a non-ferrous signal. And I said, nah, Glenn, get your ass over here. We got to film this one.
Yeah, so I've made a solid trek of at least 50 metres.
Because I'm hoping we've got another relic here.
The thing with the double D coils, if you get right on the target, they'll blank out. But if you hold away from them and skip them across with a discriminator turned right up like we have,
Yeah.
we can read them pretty well, can't
Exactly. Well, I'm hoping, you know, it could be another buckle, could be a
we?
coin.
But don't you reckon we're on?
Oh,
in
we're
where there's
definitely on a hut
been,
site
hut
here.
site. So it may not have, chimney stones may have only been a canvas shelter, but this is where they were living, someone was living while they were working this area.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't seen a chimney yet.
Yeah. So we're already building up a good little display for our photos and at the end of the day.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's got
No, just put a fork in there. Yeah, just a rock.
and it's got his buckle and the end of his black glass beer and whatever this is. So this will be good. Haven't been out for a month, and we've had a bit of withdrawals. But
Yeah, too right.
between me working the bloody jobs of 2 men and Ant, oh well, he got a new Lilo, so he had to test that out. Then he went to the beach in Portland and the beach in Warrnambool, was it?
Robe.
Robe. I went up in
Australia.
Robe, yeah. So yeah, between the two of us, we've kept working hard and holidaying hard. Except I've done the working part and he's done the
Well, somebody's got to do the holiday for us.
And you've done a damn fine job of it too, mate. Rightio.
We're out.
I was carting small squares of hay and a bloke came across to give me a hand and he said he watched our videos. He didn't say he liked our videos, I noticed. He said he watched our videos. I said, well, on the next one I'll give you a mention. So his name is Trevor Yanner. Good on you, Trevor. You were bloody handy when you came along to give Lyndall and I a hand to catch that, cart that hay. He's as thin as a whip and he had a great big hat on. He looked like a giant roof-and-nail walking across the paddock. But he got the job done and was bloody, we were very thankful for it. So Trevor Yanner, shout out to you, mate. Trevor likes the dishing. He's not so much on the detector, he likes dishing for gold. What can we see there, mate?
I can see.
Little button, is it all?
No, not even. I think it's just a piece of metal.
Oh well, it's non-ferrous in that. It's definitely non-ferrous.
You think so? Didn't blank out.
Oh well, they're not all relics. They're not all gold.
Oh.
That's a big ass jumping jack. Where is he?
Bit me before.
There, look. See that bloke?
He's huge.
As
Got
everyone
big
knows.
pincers on him.
So you go over there, mate. Right, he's airborne. Imagine you were that ant and you're getting along, the next minute you're flying through the What the hell was that?
Well, a bit disappointing, Glenn. Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, never mind, mate. Never mind. Rightio. I'm going to shut you down.
Yep.
Ant's just up there filming, or digging rather, for relics. And we suspected we were close to the hut. I filmed him digging a relic and I dropped down below him. And then I walked into this fireplace here. And the interesting thing about it is, look at the size of the bloody stones they lifted to build their chimney place. You know, that one there would be a lift for 2 men. Even these, that's not an easy lift. And I'll tell you what, you know you were carrying that up through the bush. But what they do, this is the only part of the structure that make it permanent like that. The rest would be a tent pegged out down here, canvas tent. Much heavier than we say tent now. You could spit through the tents they have now. This is heavy canvas like they'd have sail canvas. This is where they lived. Where they first lived, I believe, was probably just above us where Ant is digging his relics now. Because there's no sign of a hut there and it's too far away to be where they've been dropping stuff. It's been 2 separate places.
Yep.
But good on to the blokes that carted that. And if it was one bloke, I'd hate to meet him on a dark night because
I reckon.
if a man could lift that by himself, he was bloody doing a bang up job.
Yeah.
Well, Ant,
My oath.
I'll go.
Alright, you go pull up all the coins and all the good stuff.
Yeah, that's right. I'm thinking. Now
I'll go get another piece of land.
You don't. Whatever you do, Ant, you stay up there.
Will do.
Alright.
10-4. Let's go.
Early on in the gold rush, you couldn't build your hut within a certain distance of other huts and a certain distance of the creek. But when they got further on and the rush spread out more and lost its a bit of momentum, lots of the people, when they went into an area, would build next door to each other. When I say build, they'd make their fireplace and their tent next door to each other for protection at night and that sort of thing. Where Ant and I are now, there's 4 or 5 huts in close proximity, and they're a bit more advanced as far as the time span, because this is the one I just showed you before. I'm going to step across here because I was interested in this little line of stones here, which looks very insignificant, but it's been a little chimney, it's been a little, and I can tell from the signals. Up here is a bigger one. These are stones for the shed, but here, and the signals back it up. See this pile of stones in here?
Yep.
That's a definite one. So we've got 1, 2, 3. And then on this slope, I was walking around and I was picking up these pieces of glass. Well, when I get here in the sunshine, I'll show you. So I was walking down this slope. Every time I got a piece of glass, I was picking it up and following the trail. So these are a little bit more sophisticated, like that must have been off a cup or something like that. It's got some sort of writing there and little blokes cavorting around.
Yeah, that's cool.
Some sort of willow plate or a more sophisticated plate than you would see out the goldfields. So that's the sort of stuff that I was picking up. I put the stick marker here. Now I wish I'd brought my metal detector down. There it is, look!
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
Sunbaker.
Look,
Chinese coin.
I just saw him just sitting up.
Wow. Unbelievable.
I must admit I picked him up and rubbed him and put him down again, but that's where he was. He was sitting just like that.
Wow.
I picked him up, rubbed him on my pants. There he is.
Wow. Hang on. There we go. Wow.
And see, he looks brass.
Pretty good condition too,
Yeah.
though.
Anyhow, I've got another stick against the tree, Ant. It's not as spectacular.
Does look a bit brassy. Well, that's cool.
So this is the sort of glass I was following. I was just following the...
Yeah, there's more of it here.
Here. And see, it's been here for a while. This is obviously broken, but I didn't want to dig it until... See that, the bottom of that bottle there?
Yep.
That's only going to be the bottom, but that's the sort of relics and glass that are still here. So Ant and I are going to give this slope a little bit of a flog.
Yep.
But it looks to me that across here, and I can see at the top of another one over there, that they've lived on this slope and worked down there and in the gully to our left. So maybe because the area is so isolated, they were staying in here and not going back out to the town. So they're putting in a length of time in here. And the fact that, like I said, this pottery and better type of glass, maybe it was more later on in the rush when there were women living with the men, because it seems unlikely that brawny blokes would be dragging out stuff like that. But there is glass everywhere. Eyeballed that coin. Oh well, I bought the detector over and saw it at the same time. Picked up, give it a rub.
It was a sunbaker, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was on the
didn't have to
surface. Yeah,
see
it was on the surface. That's why it's so dry and bright. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, Ant,
Let's get back into it.
get on to it, mate.
Do it.
Righto, Ant. Now we're out in the bush, and one of the things that frustrated my teachers when I was at school was a short term of attention. Attention span. So Ant's up there where we're on the relics. I've wandered down here. I've been having a poke around. Now this tree, as I said, is a stringy bark tree. So that's just a stringy bark. And they're mostly stringy barks, wattles, boxes. But this big gum here is what's caught my eye because I didn't notice it at first. But what do you think that is, Ant? It's not crack cocaine, I know that. I know your lifestyle that you thought, I'll sniff that up my nose in a minute.
Have you already tried it?
Look, you can...
I've got no idea. What is it? You're not going to eat it, eh?
Yeah, I'm going to eat it. It's lost a little bit of its taste, but you have a taste.
What is it, bush tucker?
Oh, well, it can be bush tucker. It usually tastes a bit sweeter than that. That's come off the leaves of this tree, and this is a manna gum. Yeah, there's another bit. See these bits? Look. That's manna.
Okay.
So a manna gum has hard bark. It's not like a candle bark. It has hard bark on the bottom, then comes off in strips when it gets to the top. And early in January, around Christmas time and early in January, it gets this sort of sugary thing on the new foliage.
Oh, some more of that.
Yeah, sure. It's quite sweet, isn't it? Yeah.
Not going to hurt you, is it?
No. This is good. This is the indigenous people ate this, and this is how they got the name manna gums because when I was going to school in primary school, we were taught by nuns, and the nuns had an interesting teaching style. They used to combine psychology with extreme violence. But you did learn.
Man, that's awesome.
When the Hebrews were in the desert looking for the promised land, they prayed to the Lord, and the Lord caused manna to drop from heaven, which was a sort of a white bread, and they lived on the manna till they got out of the desert. So when the Europeans came to Australia and they saw the Aboriginals eating stuff, white stuff that had dropped from these trees, they called them manna gums. So this is a big manna gum, hard bark being the bottom, comes off in strips up the top.
So where does the white stuff come from?
It comes off the new foliage, off the leaves, and only for a short time, usually in January, early January, and only for a couple of days.
Really?
So
we got lucky.
But be warned, when you are walking around, don't confuse manna with chook shit, with bird shit. That's bird shit. There's a bit of manna. Pop that in your mouth, mate. Beautiful. So honestly, you could eat that, can't you?
Yeah.
Like,
I've had a few handfuls of it now.
Yeah, now he's addicted to it.
Yeah.
So it's crushed a bit from me holding it in my hand when I went back to show Ant.
Yeah, beautiful.
That's manna from the manna gum. Drops off the new leaves. As I said, if you do get out, don't get eating little bits of quartz.
Yeah.
Don't go eating bird shit.
No.
It's not all year round. It's a thing that happens to you only for a fortnight, 3 weeks. So
beautiful.
That's very nice.
Yeah, I ate it as well.
And the reason gum trees are called gums, while we're on the subject of trees, when the Aborigines were fixing things, fixing arrowheads, fixing spearheads more so, or fixing anything they wanted the whole. When they got the sap out of certain trees, which was one of the gum trees was one of them, the Europeans were out, they'd refer to it as gum. They were getting the stuff from the gum tree. So that's how gum trees got their names. It's actually the sap from the tree.
There you go.
It's not really gum, but that's how they got their name, gum tree.
Beautiful.
Right, I went.
Well, back
That's
into
enough
it,
for
mate.
today. Let's go find
That's
something.
it.
Right, we're walking along the track because I'm trying to get back into a little gully that goes right angles to where we were, and it was one of the better spots when I was in here last time. And the signal started to pop out of everywhere, and there's lots of broken glass on the track, and you can see where the see there's glass there, and there's all little bits of broken glass, and you can see just there where there's been a mound where there's been a bit of a hut, and I think the dozer has caught the side of that and spread the signals. Now I picked this up. I just picked it up off the track. I didn't I didn't dig it or anything like that. I've had a bit of a look at it. I've rubbed it up against my pants to clean it. I think I know what it is. So what we're going to play a little game now, a regular segment that starts now.
Yes.
Are you smarter than Ant?
I thought it was Guess the Relic.
No, so think back before cars. How'd you get around? Horse and cart? There's a few clues on it. There's two little holes there, so obviously it was screwed or nailed or bolted into something. It's got a little bit of, yes, exactly, mate. It's got a little bit of turn work there. So it's been, sorry mate.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
So it's been bolted to something. And what it is, when you're in your cart, you've got your whip beside you. That's bolted onto the jinker, onto the buggy, onto the trap. You're driving along, you've got both hands on the reins. Next minute there's a koala come down out of the tree trying to cross the track. Your horse is shying. You reach either forward on the buckboard, by your side, reach out, get your stick, give your horse a bit of a whack around the arse to make him go forward. So I don't know whether that's original or from the repo depot. I can't tell. It looks plenty old enough.
It does, doesn't it?
But that's what that is. That's a whip holder.
Wow. That's
So
cool.
if you guessed it before Ant will send you a sticker. No, if you meet me out in the bush, depending on your age and various things, masculinity, I will either give you a sticker or an unsolicited hug. That's what they call it in court, unsolicited hug. Right, Ant, one for the cabinet, mate.
Delicious. Thank you very much. That's awesome.
Right, Ant, give me
Wow. Let's get back into it before Smoko. I'm getting thirsty.
Ant said to me, this should taste good. Ant said, I can't wait to get back to the car and have a drink. And I said, I brought a drink with me. And he said, I said, you told me to bring a drink. And he said, yeah, but you don't always do what I say. So exactly. I'll drink this little can and then I'll feel more refreshed when we get back to the car.
Oh,
Thumbs up, Ant.
good work, mate.
Right, our Ant's got a signal here and it's in a likely spot. I'll just show you this little race they've cut through here. That's the bedrock. I know I'm in my own shadow, but that's the bedrock there on both sides. And they've cut a race through because they want to sluice this mudstone back to the bottom. So obviously to sluice it back to the bottom, they've got to have the water lower than the ground they're washing. So Ant, what do you got, mate?
Got this signal right on the bedrock here.
Yeah,
Right that water race.
We're happy about that because it obviously won't be too big, so it's going to be a delicate operation just to ease a little bit of gravel out at a time. But then again, it's easy could be one they've missed on this ground. Ant's just cleaned up around it so that when he does flick it out, you'll have a good clean spot. You'll hear us say we think it's either lead or gold, and this I'd say is either lead or gold on a little bit of bird.
Somewhere up here.
Have a go, mate, and see what you've done. Still there, is he? I mean, obviously still there, but still there in the same spot?
Yeah. Yeah, up here.
Ant and I are really enjoying our time out in the bush, but it's bloody warm enough.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah,
We've got the SPF 50 on.
yeah, whatever the hell that is. There's a show on TV called Alone, and you go out in torrid conditions up in Alaska and places like that, and you live by yourself, and it's not only do you have to live by yourself, but you have to live off the land and have all sorts of hardships. And I was watching it one night in the middle of winter, and Josie, my partner, was looking after me, and anyhow, she saw the show I was watching. She said to me, "You'd be good at this." And just as she said that, I'm sitting by the fire watching TV. She put down this big cup of hot tea with 2 or 3 cream cakes next to it. Yeah, I'd really do well out by myself living off the land, and I'm in by the fire eating cream cakes. So it was nice of her to sit.
Oh.
Can you see it, mate?
Yep.
You'll have to put your finger on it.
Can you see it?
No, I couldn't see shit on a shovel.
Look at the end of that leaf.
Where is it?
At the end of the leaf.
Oh, yeah,
you see the leaf?
Yeah. You don't have to tell a man when there's a fire in his whiskers.
There she is.
Yeah, she is.
Nice little,
Good on you, mate.
nice little gold nugget. My first for 2023.
A little round one too, isn't it?
Yeah, little button. Look at that.
Oh, that's good. And that's the sort of gold that they were washing. Oh, much bigger as well. But that's what they were doing. They were washing all the ground off and getting it caught in the on the bedrock, and then cleaning out their race. Thumbs up, mate.
Beautiful. On the board.
Good on you, fella.
Cheers, buddy.
Rightio. See if we can get another one.
Let's do it. Then.
Got a signal here, Ant. When I called out to you, and you were such a long way away, I was just looking at the ground waiting for you to come and film me dig it. But then I saw this flat stone sitting up, and I thought, oh, you're not going to be too thrilled. See, it's got a sort of a red tinge to it.
Yep.
If it's a hot rock. So I shifted that, and fortunately the signal is
Still there.
still there. I was about to say gone. So, and that's the story of this area, and it's the story of a lot of areas. Go slow and look for little signals. You'll find the big ones if there is any big ones to be found. You've just got to go real slow. When you're starting off, you forget that because you're keen to get to that next spot all the time. So just follow your feet and go real slow. We're boosted by a bit by the fact that the one that Ant got is only probably 6 or 7 feet away from where we are now.
It's in the rocks as well.
Yeah, it's in down.
Nice hiding spot for him.
Yeah, great little spot for him. If he stays nice and round like that, I'll be happy. If he doesn't turn ugly on us. Turn ugly. When I was a young man, you'd be at the dances and the men would be all down, or the young boys would be all down one side, and the women, the young girls would be all down the other. And you'd have to walk across to ask them for a dance. And you'd be going across and you'd have a girl picked out, and then you'd get across there and ask her for a dance, and then she'd knock you back because when you were 20 metres away, you looked all right. When you're on top of her, she thought, Jesus Christ. So she'd say, no, you know. My mother said I wasn't allowed to have a dance, and then she'd dance around with your mate 10 minutes later. So I hope this one doesn't turn ugly on us.
It's definitely out. She's singing, not cutting out. All good signs, Glenn.
Right.
Oh,